Talk to you pregame. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is favorable. We're wondering how the forecast will shake up, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fantastic season. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Here he comes from inside his own spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lane. The Eagles offense who will have the football first. And now they got to be attacking. No one can. He's trying to bounce back from a 4-interception game in their last loss. They'll go to the counter. Fights off a defender. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Looking for a man. It's Kim. Takes the easy one to the back. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
And the Eagles getting set on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wants to throw it again, and why not? Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. This time it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now.
Ready. Wide, go!
On the ground, it's Bennett. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
To the air, it's Kim. Got his man downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And you're seeing more of this in college football, man. Bringing on more and more tight ends, guys that are versatile pieces. And you see it right there, right? You can still throw the football, and now you got to match up with those guys and their big bodies. Nice throw down the field, nice catch. Nice job of using multiple tight end packages for this offense.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. That's caught. It's Bennett. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
They'll run it. It's Bennett. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they will score! Touchdown, Eastern Michigan!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. An 84-yard drive there. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So San Jose State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's gritty, great attention to detail, solid hands. He'll have to be accounted for in this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because
he's going to throw deep right side. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Soft spot in the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
To the air, it's Weaver. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Now the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you can tell this offense, they just don't feel comfortable running the football. 1st and goal situation, a lot of times it's a run. They throw an incomplete pass. 2nd and goal, it's a sack. This offense, they've got to find a way to stretch this defense. Maybe some crossing routes. Maybe.
He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, San Jose State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Going with the counter play here. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Kim. Firing to the right, complete. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, this defense is extremely disciplined. Right there, first down, screen pass. It doesn't fool them. Nice play.
Catch in the middle, it's Bennett. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Looking to throw again. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. So the offense will go for it around midfield. Motion from the back. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the tip. Touchdown, San Jose State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Dropping back, it's Kim. And the pass was broken up, incomplete, and there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. So now after that holding call, here's second down, and they need 20. Looking to fire. Got the quick pass. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fakes to grab. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Grab behind the line. It's Ivy. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Weaver. Oh, he makes the catch. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Spartans come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Quick release on the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Lost to throw again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got rid of it just in time. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2.
He's into the open down the middle. The 20. Inside the touchdown Eagles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the
jump ball, and he's got it. Oh, what a grab.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like, they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found zero answers in how to get back in this football game.
Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Weaver. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. He got it, back corner of the end zone.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the returner will be knocked down. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
The Eagles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, you know, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Dropping back, it's Weaver. Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Spartan! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Number 49 set to kick off.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Mack. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
On the snap, it's Bennett. On target. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the Colorado Buffaloes. And it's the Yellow Jackets who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Back now to your game in Ypsilanti. Through 2 quarters today, we've seen these 2 passing attacks just pick apart these defenses. Short throws, intermediate throws, even a few deep completions. An aerial exhibition so far. And just like that, let's send it back to the guys inside the factory.
Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with Coach Niumatalolo at the half. He is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on the vibe down here on the sidelines coming back. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field.
Makes a grab and room to run. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense might bring the house here. The run inside. It's Bates. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Here comes the heat. A little release to the back. He's going to be a little short. It'll be fourth down from the 44. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there.
Dude, how about that? Boom. I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
To the air, it's Kim. Gets it out fast. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
That last completion left them just inches short. Now will they take a shot on 2nd down? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blackwell. Brought down at the 20. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off play action on 1st down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. I mean, they are pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Snags it, and he's open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And the Eagles are marching down the field.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Running inside. It's Blackwell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Let's go.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Kim. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the away team sideline, the quarterback has done a terrific job here today, guys. Over 150 yards passing, but they have yet to answer on the ground. They want to keep this defense guessing, not get predictable in their play calls. That means they've got to get better on the line of scrimmage and get that run game alive here today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Running to Green. Could be an alley. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Sparty. And the route is on. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
38, Eastern Michigan, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Back to throw, it's Weaver. Caught behind the line, it's Wiley. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The Spartans send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love it. Defense not surprised, right? Like 4 verticals. This is a play when you want to take a shot down the field. They're ready for it. They got the big lead. They know the pass is coming. Really smart defense.
Looking to throw, it's Kim. This time on target. Good, solid pickup there now. They can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, looking for a man. On target. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Eastern Michigan will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Eastern Michigan! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Looking to throw, it's Kim. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, this has been such a positive experience. They brought this transfer wide receiver in for a reason. They needed him to bolster their wide receiving core and be a bigger piece of this offense, and he has delivered on all of those. I've seen him talking to all the other guys, keeping guys motivated and hyped. It is so exciting to see what the future holds for this transfer. He has fit right in here today in his first game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The run inside. It's Bates. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. To the 15. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Spartans. And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Eastern Michigan's offense takes the field to get this drive started. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating.
Pulls it in down the sideline. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. And the Eagles come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Back to pass, it's Kim. Zings it complete to the right. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's been throwing bullets all over the field.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Makes one man miss. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, that's just bad.
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
Now, I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.